only one, not only two, not only three. A lot of retrogrades, let's just say. It's pretty intense. And at the end of the reading, I'm going to be pulling out a card from the Daily Guidance Oracle deck of Angels by Doreen Virtue to see what kind of guidance the angels can give you for this month for you to get through all these different internalization periods. All right, Gemini, so let's get to it. Alrighty, Gemini. So the number one thing that we have is we still have Venus retrograde. Okay, Venus has been retrograding. I did a video on Venus retrograde, so if you haven't seen that one, you can always go and check it out. But the Venus retrograde now is going to be retrograding into Pisces on April 2nd. And Pisces rules your sector of career. So, you know, you've been retrograding about like what kind of friends you want to be around with. This was in March. You've been thinking about, okay, what kind of friends am I hanging around with? What are my dreams? What are my aspirations? Am I really following what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I really following my purpose in life? I have this dream since a while ago. Am I still in it, or did I just give up on it? Okay, where am I in this? Is this still important to me? What are my dreams, my aspirations now? So now that it's retrograding into Pisces, it's like, okay, you've been thinking about this, Gemini, making realizations about your dreams and aspirations and your friendships. Now, we're going to reassess even deeper into your career, into your purpose in life, into your destiny, into your legacy, okay? What people are going to remember you by, all right? So Venus retrograding here. During this period between the 2nd and the 15th, Venus can give you some sort of, if the models that you have at work are going to be challenged, okay? Your ideals at work, your values at work are going to be challenged this first half of the month, okay? And there could be challenge from internal or external sources, but it's going to be more of like, okay, you really want this, Gemini? Show me. If this is your value on this situation, show me that it works. Prove it to me that it works. Prove me that your way is the best way. So be prepared for that, and don't see it as a challenge. See it as an opportunity. Okay? See it as an opportunity to grow and to prove that, yes, I've been thinking about this, and now I know what I really want in my dreams, and I know how I'm going to go for it. This is the way I'm going to do things around here. So just be prepared for those things, and it's going to be good. After the 15th, that's when you're really going to be feeling very sturdy, and you're going to be feeling very grounded on your purpose in life. And this is such a good thing, because we do have Neptune in the 4th house here. Okay, so you've been feeling a little bit foggy about your career. Like, okay, what do I want? Do I want this? Do I want that? What is it that I really want? You're a little bit foggy about the situation. So definitely a great time to really, really finally learn that the desire that you really want. So it's not confusing anymore. So it's completely clear. And you're going to even reassess a lot of more things, because in the 9th of April, Mercury is going retrograde. Your planet is going to be going retrograde. So the devil's in the details. You're going to be evaluating a lot of things, going over a lot of things mentally. This is a time where, electronics, messages, communications, you have to be super, super clear. Don't leave anything to chance. Don't leave anything to like, oh yeah, it's going to figure itself out. No, it's not. Really, really work at this stuff, okay? Now, Mercury is going to be retrograding at the beginning of the month in your sector of letting things go, of letting things go, and what is it that you're holding on to, and what is it that you outgrown, and what is it ready to just, part ways and close those chapters. You're really thinking about your internal world, your subconscious, what's in there. Opening the closet and analyzing, is this filled with crap, or am I filled with actual, good energy that is coming from within? Because remember, the unconscious is way, it's way bigger than the conscious. It's swimming. The conscious is swimming in the unconscious. Okay, so this unconsciousness needs to be clean, needs to be clear, needs to be good and filled with love. Because if not, then what comes out is anger, it's nastiness, is misunderstandings, frustrations. And we're, Geminis, we're very complex, the most complex sign. So, not only do people get confused with you, you get confused with yourself, and it's totally okay. So, knowing this, you're going to be able to go into the depths of yourself and analyze it and be able to be like, oh my God, okay, I've been holding on to this for this long. I haven't been able to say I'm sorry or forgive me to this situation. I haven't been able to forgive myself. Good time to be isolated, you know? Good time to do the behind the scenes work. Good time to do, this self-undoing time. Okay, good time for journaling, especially dream journaling. And then at the end of the month, it's going to go into your communications with your friends. So, end of the month is a really good time to communicate your dreams and to communicate well with your networks of people. Okay? Be very, very, very detailed, very specific. Don't leave anything to chance. Speak up. Talk to your friends. Speak to your friends. Ask your friends. This is a time where you can clean out some energies of communication between your friendships as well. Okay? And you're also going to be reevaluating a lot of the dreams and aspirations. Again, a lot of dream and aspirations. You're in this topic of career, dream, aspiration. I'm reassessing to know what I want. So in the future, I know what I need to get rid of. I know what I need to get rid of before your birthday comes, okay, Gemini? Now, we also have Saturn in Sagittarius going retrograde, and it's going to be going retrograde on the 6th. Okay, Saturn is retrograding in your house of relationships. This is the time where Saturn is going to be reevaluating things about your relationships. Gemini, it's going to be making sure that you are learning those lessons. What are your connection with relationships? And this is important because Gemini, you are a relationship sign. You are all about partnerships. You're all about duality, the other half, the twin flame. So relationships are something very crucial to you. So with Saturn here, you're learning how to be very mature with relationships. And what is the reality of relationships? What is the reality of the relationship with yourself? Because that's the first relationship, So there's a lot of looking at yourself and a lot of looking at others. A lot of Geminis are in relationships right now, really learning these lessons. So it's definitely a time to reevaluate anything about relationships. What is it that you really need in relationships? How is your relationship with yourself? And Saturn is going to be going over things, making sure that you are solidifying either a relationship, fully committing yourself to a relationship. If you're in a marriage that's no longer good for you, that you've outgrown, then this is actually the time when Saturn just says, if you guys have a really weak foundation, it's going to be gone, okay? Because Saturn is really seeing all the weak foundations for an older veteran couple. For a new couple, is saying, get serious. This is no joke. Okay, now Pluto is going to be going retrograde on 4/20. So Pluto is sitting in your 8th house of power, of sex, of magic, of occult, of astrology, of taxes, of other people's monies, of cycles of life and death, of transformation and rebirth, of intimacy. So Pluto here, this is actually his house. He is the main ruler of the 8th house. So here Pluto is very powerful. So you are learning about your power, Gemini. You're very powerful right now, especially powerful to learn transformation. This is where you're going to be gaining the most benefit from. So learning about power, learning about more occult things. You're now trying to find a mystery, and really very good researcher at this time. You're really trying to look for the mystery and really find the mystery of yourself, the mystery of who you are, the mystery of yourself. And this is going to help you evolve. This is going to help you soar. This is going to help you transmute yourself. So recently I've learned that the best thing about, you always hear transformation, 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 but you never really know, like, okay, how the hell do I do that? Like, a one thing? No, it doesn't happen like that. It's about taking control over your words, your thoughts, and your actions. And when you do this, you're doing alchemy. You're doing the transformation. You're doing it because it's the perception that's now being shifted. So you're going to be doing this. Now, Pluto is teaching you about actually starting to have power from within. Okay? When Pluto goes retrograde, is now the transformation becomes an internal transformation and an internal power. So it becomes like deep in you, because when it's direct, it's a power that comes out outside, or an intensity that comes out outside, that maybe you're not trying to be so intense, or you're not trying to be, but it just like, it's in your face. So this time being in a retrograde, now the intensity goes within, and there could be some major transformations starting to happen, internal transformations of demons, like starting to fight these demons and starting to fight the internal currents that are actually kind of working within you. And this is going to give you the power. This is going to give you the power that you need, Gemini, to start really making the manifestation of the things, to empower yourself fully. And Pluto's here very strongly placed. Now, you're also learning about your compromises between people, and how to share things, and the sharing of power. Okay, but again, the power really comes when you actually control yourself. This is when the power really comes, and this is a toughie for Gemini. Geminis are like air. We go by the currents and the feelings and the moods and stuff. So we're not so rigid. We're actually more about the curiosity and the going for it. But sometimes it can get us in trouble, and we need to start learning to control ourselves, especially, because Geminis can have a youthful energy and a youthful demeanor. So Pluto here is trying to make the Gemini more, yes, you can still have the youthful demeanor and all, but you need to harness your power from within yourself. That when you know that something is not good, you can actually just say no and stick to it. Okay. And then Mars is going to be in Taurus at the beginning of the month. So this is really good because you're having this spiritual warrior moment at the beginning of the month, helping you, propelling you to change yourself, to let go of certain things, to have these purgings. Gemini, if you feel like you have something pumped up, just take 5 minutes, or, take like an afternoon, put yourself with a box of Kleenex and just cry it out. It's going to come out, and just let it out, because this is a great time to also do yoga and meditation. Mars is going to be very active and wanting to be isolated and wanting to understand his internal world. And then Mercury is going to be helping you because you're going to be already analyzing these situations. Very, very crucial for before your birthday, okay? That you do all this internal work, that you do all of these things before June comes, so you can actually start the year, your new cycle, your new solar cycle, with the right foot, okay? So then by the 20th, Mars, by the 21st, so by the end of the month, you're going to have a lot of energy and a lot of propelling of like, I'm going to go do it. I know what I want now. Nobody can stop me. You're like on the go. So you're going to have extra energy. I definitely suggest to work out. I definitely suggest to do some workout, because you're going to have a lot of energy. And if you don't channel this right, and you're already a little anxious, you're already a little restless, if you don't channel this right, you can definitely start getting very, very irritated. So I'm telling you, it's going to feel a lot better if you just go work out and just exude all that excess energy. Okay, so let's see. What's the message from the guides for Gemini for April 2017? Let's see. Gemini. Okay, Gemini. This is a beautiful card. We got fresh air. And it says, your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today and near the Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. This is about going outside, okay? Especially with the spiritual warrior at the beginning of the month. Nature, fresh air, being outside is going to clear your head, and it's going to help with this internal transformation. It's going to help you internalize and re-evaluate and go over, because there's all these retrogrades. This is going to clear your head, and it's going to be some sort of meditation. So it's a healing time that you're going to be doing with yourself, a sacred time with your God, and sacred time with your own goddess. Okay, so fresh air is going to be very important, to be outside, to play, to have, you know, nature is going to be your the one that's going to help you, the medium that's going to help you get through the situation. Okay, so it's also about playfulness, and it's also about going outside, especially because you have Venus in your 10th and your 11th of work and networks. This is a time to just be outside, you know, be outside in solitude if you want, and be outside also to hang out and to meet people, because a lot of things are moving around in your career at this time, especially on the 15th when Venus goes forward, direct. Good things are going to start coming for your career. And you can see some extra cash happening for next month, but that will be for next month. And I'll be letting you know about that. Okay, Gemini, thank you so much for letting me do your reading today for April 2017. I really hope it was of help for you, and thank you so much for all the beautiful comments, the likes, the subscribing, the sharing, and the liking. I am very, very grateful that you're able to open your heart to the message that I come to bring to you. And if you want to have a private reading with me, you can always have one with me at the link below, and you can schedule an appointment with me. Okay, Gemini? I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful day, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye!